Samsung might have just revealed one of its most interesting foldables yet. Newly leaked cases for the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8 and the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8 Wide have surfaced online, and a side-by-side comparison is already pointing to a major difference. The moment both cases are shown together, one thing stands out immediately. The Z Fold 8 Wide looks noticeably broader than the regular Fold 8, and honestly, it doesn't even resemble a typical foldable anymore. According to Ice Universe, these cases appeared through reliable listings ahead of Samsung's expected July launch event in London. This is usually where Samsung introduces its next-generation foldables, including the Galaxy Z Fold 8, Galaxy Z Flip 8, and now this new wide variant. The standard Galaxy Z Fold 8 seems to stick with Samsung's familiar design. The leak case shows a vertically aligned triple camera setup on the back and a punch hole cutout on the cover display. So visually, it looks like a refined continuation rather than a major redesign. But the Z Fold 8 Wide is where things change. The comparison clearly suggests a much wider outer display and a larger inner screen. If that turns out to be true, it could finally fix one of the biggest complaints about foldables, the narrow front screen. There are also hints that the wide model could feature a different camera setup, possibly with dual rear cameras and a repositioned flash below the sensors. That could mean Samsung is focusing more on usability, thickness, and overall experience rather than just camera hardware. Another interesting detail is the rumored 4:3 aspect ratio for the inner display. If Samsung actually goes with that, the device could feel much closer to a proper tablet when unfolded, especially for gaming, multitasking, and watching videos. The leaked cases also reveal smaller design touches like a pill-shaped camera cutout and a side frame with space for the power button and fingerprint scanner combo. At this point, Samsung's strategy looks pretty clear. The regular Fold 8 feels like an evolution, while the Z Fold 8 Wide looks like a completely new direction, and if Samsung gets the pricing right, the wide model could easily become one of the most talked about foldables this year. What do you think about this new direction? Let me know in the comments. Samsung is about to make a move, and this time it's not what anyone expected. With competition heating up, especially with Apple Incorporated stepping into the foldable space, Samsung Electronics can't afford to play it safe anymore. So instead of sticking to the usual formula, they're changing things up. This year, we're not just getting one foldable, we're getting two. The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8 and something far more interesting, the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8 Wide. At first, it all sounded like typical leaks. CAD renders, early rumors, nothing too serious. But now, things have gone further. Hidden inside One UI 9, early design references have surfaced. And that's where things start to get interesting. The Galaxy Z Fold 8 Wide isn't just a bigger version, it's actually shorter but noticeably wider. That changes everything. When unfolded, the display looks more like a tablet and less like the narrow foldables we've seen before. More usable, more natural. But here's the twist. It looks like Samsung might be removing something. The Fold 8 Wide shows only 2 rear cameras, one less than before. That raises questions. Why drop a camera on a flagship? Well, it might not be a downgrade. Reports suggest a 200-megapixel main sensor paired with a 50-megapixel ultra-wide. No telephoto lens. Meanwhile, the standard Fold 8 sticks with a safer triple camera setup, including a 3x zoom. So now the choice becomes clear. Do you want versatility in cameras or a completely new form factor? Both devices are expected to run on the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy, the same chip inside the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. Performance won't be an issue. But the real upgrade might be the display. Samsung is pushing toward a creaseless foldable screen, something they already hinted at during CES 2026. If that actually happens, it could change the entire foldable experience. Now here's something most people missed. The S Pen is gone. It used to be part of certain Galaxy Fold devices, quietly supported but genuinely useful. Now it's missing. The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 doesn't support it, and even the Samsung Galaxy Z Tri-Fold skips it. At first, that sounds like a step back, but it might actually be setting up something bigger. A new leak suggests the S Pen could return, just not where you expect. Instead of the Fold 8, Samsung may bring it back on a completely new device, a wider book-style foldable. And the reason might be simple: Apple. If Apple's first foldable iPhone goes with a wider design, Samsung doesn't want to fall behind. This could be a direct response. This new device could bring back full S Pen support, but there's a catch. To make that work, Samsung would need to add a digitizer layer to the display, and that usually means more thickness. So while the Fold 8 might stay slim and lightweight, this new foldable could go the opposite direction. Slightly thicker, but far more capable. Now take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Samsung is already expanding its foldable lineup. We've seen devices like the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7 FE and even experimental designs like the Tri-Fold. Adding another model doesn't feel surprising anymore. It feels planned. A wider foldable, the possible return of the S Pen, and a clear move against Apple. This isn't random, it's strategy. The only question is, will this device actually launch, or is Samsung still experimenting behind the scenes? Right now, it's all based on leaks. Nothing official yet, but the signals are getting stronger. And if this turns out to be real, Samsung's next move could be much bigger than anyone expected. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments section.